The Point. This is ABC Alaska News at 10 with James Sears.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. Another twist today as a judge assigned to the Troopergate case steps aside for personal reasons. This comes as in a reversal of position, Senator Kim Elton says he may convene the Legislative Council looking into Walt Monaghan's firing. Some Republican members of the committee have asked to regroup to consider delaying the probe or replacing Senator Hollis French as its manager. The meeting could happen before next month's deadline. The council head, Elton, also fired back today at Attorney General Tellis Kolberg, saying he broke the deal that was originally agreed upon for this investigation when he said subpoenaed state employees will not testify. Meantime, a new judge has been appointed, and some behind the Republican lawsuit feel Elton should follow in the footsteps of Judge Sudduck.
It seems to me that Senator Elton and Senator French should take a lesson from Judge Sudduck, because Judge Sudduck recognized that the honorable thing to do for a professional public servant is to recognize even an appearance of impropriety. And again, I have no doubt Judge Sudduck would have been fair and impartial, but he recognized the appearance that might be created to create an appearance of impropriety and sort of removed himself from the case.
Said that some of the principal players in this investigation should have done similarly in order to add credence to their investigation and to avoid any appearance of conflict of interest.
Well, the GOP attorney also says his clients will wait to see what the council does before asking a judge for an injunction. While Sarah Palin was on the campaign trail in Ohio today, hackers broke into her email account and posted her personal messages all over the internet. The McCain campaign understandably calls it a shocking invasion of Palin's privacy. The hackers also grabbed personal email addresses from her address folder and even personal photos. Palin often used this email for official business as Alaska's governor. Well, since the emails were obtained illegally, we will not list the details inside the hacked material or reveal the website where screen grabs are posted. Anchorage police are looking for a teenager from California, missing since Sunday. 17-year-old Lisa Wood was last seen in the Muldoon Road area. She came to Alaska from San Francisco about 4 months ago with her brother and grandpa. Lisa looks Middle Eastern, is 5 feet 4 inches tall, and weighs about 110 pounds. She was last seen wearing a white sleeveless shirt and blue jeans. Her brother says she suffers from schizophrenia and multiple personality disorder. APD says she hasn't taken her medication and is at risk to herself and others. If you know where Lisa Wood is, you're asked to call APD at 786-8900. Contract talks between the Fairbanks North Star School District and the Fairbanks Education Association continue today, but so far there's been no deal. Teachers in the district went back to work early last month, still working under an old contract. Negotiations in May came to a halt when the district and the union couldn't reach an agreement. They're trying for a new 3-year deal. According to the FEA, many issues remain unsolved, like health care and elementary school teachers' preparation time, but the largest issue is salary.
The district indicates that they simply are unwilling to move to what we and our membership would find acceptable.
So far, the union is not anticipating a teacher strike. Election officials say tonight incumbent Don Young won the Republican primary battle over the state's only seat in the U.S. House. In a close race only decided today, with the final counting of about 350 outstanding absentee and question ballots, Young beat Lieutenant Governor Sean Parnell by 304 votes. Officials will certify this election tomorrow. Parnell has said he would ask for a recount, which could take up to 10 days to complete. But as of now, Young will face Democrat Ethan Berkowitz in the November general election. U.S. Senate candidate Mark Begich, meantime, today revealed his plan for strengthening Alaska Native and rural communities. Begich's plan focuses on the needs of rural Alaska, including solutions to bring down soaring energy prices. It also includes more funding for schools and health clinics. Democrat and former state Senator Georgiana Lincoln gave her full support to the Democratic candidate. As mayor, Begich appointed a rural affairs director, and as U.S. Senator, he says he will continue to work for economic opportunities for Alaska Natives.
There's no question in my mind, I've seen these companies just expand. And what does it do? It employs Alaska Native community. It employs people all around this globe. And when those jobs are happening around the globe, those dividends that are paid are back into communities throughout Alaska.
Begich will face incumbent Ted Stevens for the U.S. Senate seat on November 4th. Meantime, lawmakers at the Rural Energy Conference in Girdwood today talked about the importance of the bush communities. They also spoke of the Energy Task Force created by the legislature to come up with a statewide energy plan. The task force must meet at least 4 times before submitting a report on their findings, the first being next month. Lawmakers also agreed to fund $50 million for rural renewable energy projects across the state. This morning, lawmakers highlighted the need for those projects.
As we have that policy discussion, at least 6 members, 3 in each body, will have a better understanding of the projects that might be in a capital budget or might be moving forward in an operational budget.
The legislature and the governor have to be part of a vision that pushes renewable energy. We can't just wait for the utilities to do it. They're not going to do it. The state has to have a policy that we implement and that we push aggressively.
Well, if you have any questions about a renewable energy fund, you can call the task force at 694-8944. The Alaska Air National Guard is back home after life-saving missions in the Gulf of Mexico. 30 Air National Guard members of the 176th Wing's 2 rescue squadrons returned to Alaska today. They helped with search and rescue missions after Hurricanes Gustav and Ike struck the U.S. coast. They saved 16 people and 2 dogs. Before the storms, the crews flew along the coast to get a lay of the land, but say in the aftermath they couldn't recognize anything. Alaska's Guard teamed up with other Guard members across the U.S.
Everybody just worked together. It was really a great effort. And, the people that from San Antonio to Houston were so, they just put the red carpet out for us. It was a great, ordeal to be involved with.
Well, the Emergency Management Assistance Compact allows Guard units to mobilize and provide assistance to other states. The nation has agreed Lance Mackey is the toughest athlete on the planet. The defending Iditarod and Yukon Quest champ was awarded the title after an online vote by the TV network Versus. Mackey won out over 32 other athletes in the Campaign 08 contest. The game went a full 5 rounds, and Mackey got the most votes each time. Twice, Mackey has been up for an ESPY award in the Best Outdoor Athlete category. He didn't win, but was on the award show nonetheless. And it's time now to take a first look at your current conditions. Steve, we had sunshine today, but now the rain is here.
Yeah, we woke up in the Anchorage Bowl with a little bit of rain in the morning, and then the sun came out, breaking out for a couple of hours there, and then more rain coming in. But I wanted to focus now on something from earlier. This is the rainfall totals for yesterday up until 10 o'clock this morning. So this is the storm totals from that last storm. And Anchorage did set a record for yesterday's date with just over 1 inch of rain. From the National Weather Service at Sand Lake got 1.26 inches, just over an inch around Merrill Field. And on the western Kenai, I had plenty of rain for you there. If you were fishing, I hope you caught a very large trout or Dolly Varden, because you had to work through over 2.5 inches of rain in the Russian River area, just under an inch on the Kenai. And in the eastern Kenai, around Portage, plenty of rain there as well. And Portage has received nearly 26 inches of rain so far in September. Now, Girdwood has had 18 straight days of measurable rain. Looks like more rain is on the way for our friends in Girdwood, but I'll tell you more about that in my 4 report coming up in a few moments, James.
Wow, some amazing totals there, Steve. All right, thanks so much. And when we come back on ABC Alaska News at 10, the candidates talk economics on the campaign trail, and our governor confronts controversial questions while stumping in Michigan. But first, it's our poll question of the week. In the Troopergate investigation, do you think the council has become partisan? Cast your vote at aksuperstation.com. Results on Friday.